Hello everyone, I'm back with part 5 of the Hashihime playthrough series. I finally took the time to read the warning screen that flashes when you boot up a game, and geez, I was not expecting the game to get that crazy later on. If anything really questionable or inappropriate pops up at any point in the game, I'll simply cut that part out of the video and give y'all a summary of what happened if it's needed. Well, it said, let's get started, yay!
どうして花沢
Okay, I'm
は
gonna
こ
read
こ
a
に
few
いたんだ
messages up like always, because I forgot a lot of stuff. Okay, let's relocate. Dot dot dot. After that, we walked about 30 steps and relaxed under the overpass at Sweeto Bridge Station. I wrung out my sleeve. The dripping water made me nauseous. What are you? Kanase? Kawase? How did I mess up his name? I was just talking about him like an hour ago with my friend.
水上の死の理由について考えていた。
He drowned, idiot. Did he drown?
陸軍が
Was
か
that the reason for his death? I literally forgot. Oh my god. The army
Yeah.
is? Why would the army be like investigating some random guy's death? Like, I'd understand if it was like a public figure, like a famous person, but Minakami's just a normal guy. There's no reason for a whole army to go out of their way to investigate just some dude. Way to mourn for him.
弔いか
Tamamori would never mourn.
それ私にも手伝えないかな
That's exactly what I'm talking about. He can't help with anything. He's
私は
such a useless
水上の
loser.
死を自殺とは思っていないのだ
Yeah,
昨日
anyone
ま
with
で
a
ニコ
brain
ニコ
can
してい
think
たやつ
that.
がドボンと死ぬはずがないそもそ
A
もあいつは
Buddhist?
仏教徒だきっとこれは自殺に見せかけた他殺なのだ
黒幕がいると。
Yeah, that's exactly what
そ
he
う
was
そ
talking
れに
about.
私は怪しい男を知っている
Stop talking about this.
近頃不気味な怪人が出るのだ
There's been a phantom showing up around Jimbo-cho recently. Says who? Where's your source to back that up,
実は
buddy?
私はさっきそいつに追いかけられてここまで
What if the army guy is actually the phantom? Dun dun dun. I got here. There's no way he believes such a thing. I smacked the back of my head against the wall, wanting to take back what I said.
ごめん聞かなかったことにし
俺は信じるぞ。
Hanazawa. Okay, that's his name. I keep forgetting his name because he just got introduced in the last
心
part.
当たりがある限り、
Hanazawa,
片っ
Hanazawa,
端から探ってい
Hanazawa.
こ
Let's continue to search every nook and cranny. Corny
花
alert.
沢
What the heck is he doing? I reached into Hanazawa's mantle and took his hand. Okay, there was literally no reason to
私
do
の寝
that.
床に怪
Wait,
人
oh
が潜ん
yeah.
でいるかもしれんのだ
Like, the warning screen talked about like
Nah,
discriminatory language, which is really funny because I totally expect Kawase to drop like the F slur at some point. The only question is when. I really hope he just shows up and just calls him and I can't say that word technically, but I can, I swear, but I don't want to risk getting demonetized, okay? That monster may be lurking in my bed. What? So you want him to get in bed with
う。
you
その幻
to
覚、
prevent the monster from
俺が
coming?
切ってやる。
Tamamori, you never fail to amaze me with your weirdness. Okay, weirdness is certainly a choice of words, but
ここが梅鉢堂か。
okay, you're seriously bringing him over to your room. Doors, no kid, no duh. I had flung those doors open and run out. Oh, the phantom was so considerate that he closed the doors after you. What a nice guy.
室内に隠れているかもしれない
Maybe hiding inside. But he was chasing you. There's no way he'd just go back.
安心して眠れそうか。
Nah, he can't sleep in peace unless you're right there with him. Just crawl into the futon, Hanazawa. We had searched every corner for shadows for 30 minutes. The bathroom. Of course he's searching the bathroom. The back of the shop. My room on the second floor. Of course they were searching in in his room. Of course. Tamamori was all fruity with Minakami, but now he's getting his gayness on with some guy he hasn't seen in like 7 or 8 years. Like, dude, have some what's the word? Have some patience. Just get to know him. Go on a date with him first before you get him into your bed. That was why I couldn't relax. Oh my god, I haven't been focusing on this at
梅
all.
鉢島は鍵がないのだ。ま
It
た
doesn't
教
have a
えられる
lock.
かもしれ
Anyone could break in. Oops, I accidentally skipped the dialogue early.
もう少しだけ
Are you
ここにいてくれ
serious?
ないか
No.
気が済むまでいてやろ
You want him to like tuck you in at night, make him read you a bedtime story, make him read you the Phantom of the Basement story. That would be kind of peak, not gonna lie. What a reliable guy. When I turned to him with my hands clasped together and my eyes watering, it is not that serious. He had nodded
う。俺もお前とは二人き
questioningly.
りで話をしたかったから。
Dude, why is this game
私も
so
だデ
gay?
ートに来てからお前はどうしているかとずっと考
Why
え
is
て
it
いた
yaoi game?
なの
Why does
に
this
母さんの
yaoi
や
game
つ
have to be so gay? Can't stand it. How can I support them when they're just flaunting their gayness everywhere? Despicable. Just keep that in private, guys.
さっきも言っ
That
たが
darn
お前の
Kawase.
ことは川瀬からよく聞いていた。俺の
I
方
need to
から会いに
focus
行くべ
on
き
this.
だ
I。need to lock in.
さすれば水上にも会えただろう。後悔している。
Hanazawa said, remembering Minakami as he looked up at the top of the bookshelves. Maybe it was because Hanazawa was older, but it hadn't been in his nature to boss us around when he wanted to do something. Because he's a normal, rational human being, unlike you and Kawase. Unlike almost everyone in this story, actually. He'd always put Kawase and I first, and he'd lower his head in shame to cover for whatever bad thing we did. Why is he covering for your bad things? You guys should own up to it, like the functional adults you are. There had been a time when I'd internally hated that. You internally hate everything, even your poor dead goldfish. Among us was the well-behaved and modest Minakami. He must have been the only one Hanazawa didn't have to worry about. When I saw him give Minakami a book he couldn't read to me, why couldn't he read a book to you? Oh my god, he's illiterate. I would get jealous of the both of them. Ooh, he's jealous? This is so unserious. This guy's just a... Tamamori is just a man-child. Like... I wondered how Hanazawa viewed the days we spent in the Aizu countryside. When I stared closely at his profile, he looked down at me and spoke.
帝大にある本も水上は読破したんだってな。
Wow, what a nerd. How can he read all of those books with his
こ
eyes
の梅鉢
closed?
島の本だって読み尽くしたよ
Like, the army needs to study that, not his disappearance.
さすがというか相変わらずというか。
They literally mean the same thing,
そ
dude.
してついには一冊寄
Wow,
贈
he
してくれ
donated
た
one. What an upstanding citizen, donating like one out of 3,000 books he read.
ドグラ・マグラ
Dugada Magura.
夢の旧作か。
Of course he
Ay,
knows the
flashy.
title. Story is full of nerds.
お前も
I
旧
want
作を
to
知っ
shove
てい
them
る
into
の
the
か
locker and take their lunch money.
ああ。読んだことはないが、最近友人がドグラマグラを読んでいた。怪奇好きのお前ならとっくに読んだだろう。
旧作なんて読んだことない私はどちらかというとルイコのような伏線のあるミステリが好
Oh,
き
they're
だからな
talking about books again. Just get to the... Where's the killer
So-ka.
giant when you need him? Just go stab, stab, stab on all of these losers.
どのみち本読みなんて暇人の趣味だ
Reading is a hobby for nerds. You have a
Yeah,
lot of
you
time
get
on your
to
hands.
do
You literally live in a bookstore. What makes you not able to read when there's books all around you? It just makes no sense. I was the one who had brought up Kayusaku. I didn't even want to talk to Hanazawa about him. As soon as I looked away, the conversation reached its end.
さて、
Finally, he gets
俺
to
は
go
帰るぞ。
home and not
今夜も
crawl
冷え
into
る。
your bed while you're trying
暖
to
かく
sleep.
して寝ろよ。
Yes! Warm yourself up and
ママ
sleep.
待ってくれ浅草
Of
に
course
帰る
he's
のか
panicking. Can Kawase show up and call him a slur already? Please. I know he's like at his mansion or something, but please show
研
up.
究所に戻る。
The lab.
ずうずうしいお願いだ
Are
が
you serious?
私もそこに泊めてもらえないだろうか
Dude! Stop! Just stop embarrassing yourself. I'm getting so much secondhand embarrassment from this guy. He isn't even trying to like hide his advancements. He just wants this undercut guy so bad.
今夜の梅鉢堂はどこかおかしい。
What? The
今のお
giant
前
tried
は
to
疲
kill
れてい
you?
る。
That's just an
明
ordinary
日になれ
Wednesday
ば
afternoon
悪
for
夢も
me.
覚めるだろう。
Wake up from your nightmare once tomorrow comes. And then he'll be
花
vanished
沢
completely. Thank God. A dream. A hallucination. That's all it was to everyone after all.
一箇
Because
所だ
you
け
are.
探してい
You
ないとこ
hallucinate
が。
all the time. It wouldn't be, like, strange for people to say that. One place we haven't looked. Inside your bed. If he says that, I'm just gonna quit the game. Stop the video early. I muttered hesitantly. If that didn't make him turn around, I had no intention of saying anything else.
どこだ
Please say nothing else. Please. Please let the giant kill you. So Professor can be the protagonist of the story. I miss Professor. I knew Hanazawa wasn't a heartless person. Yeah, unlike you. I led him to the door that went to the basement. You're gonna trap him in the basement? Kind of based of you, not gonna lie. When Hanazawa pulled the handle, his body just shook. The door didn't bulge at all.
鍵がかかってるな。
How is it locked? There's like,
なんだただの貯蔵庫か。
there's no lock on it. How would it? Huh? Maybe the killer's down there.
いや
Will jump scare us. Oh
内側か
God.
ら鍵がかかってい
Locked
る。
from the inside.
内側
You think Kawase is down there? Wait, no. The goldfish is down there. The goldfish. They haven't looked in the goldfish bowl to see. They haven't looked there. The goldfish probably moved. There certainly didn't seem to be a keyhole.
でも鍵がかかってるなら安心だ。
What is this guy's logic?
こ
If
こは
it's
探
locked,
さ
you
な
don't
く
have
て
to
いい
worry.
のか。
That you should be worried extremely hard. You should be worrying extremely hard right now if it's locked from the inside.
ああ
Wait, how would they look if it's locked anyways?
念には念を入れるべきだと思うが。
Are they stupid? Hanazawa said as he smoothly pulled out his sword. Why do you have a sword with you? This story is so unserious. Oh my god. Why does this dude have a sword casually carrying it around with him? Like, oh, it's no biggie. I just have this sword stashed with all of my other everyday essentials. Illuminated by the light of the lamp, the blades shine brightly. Stab Tamamori! Stab Tamamori! Stab Tamamori! Hanazawa held it up gallantly, then began to saw around the handle.
なんだそのおかしな
That's what
刀は
I'm saying.
友人が考案した
A
ノコギリ
saw
軍
sword?
まさかこんなところで役に立つとは。
Wow, of course he conveniently has a saw sword when they need it the most. This guy's
Henna
plot
using
armor
the-
is incredible. What a strange friend. You can't be saying that. He removed the handle.
っておいさすがに天使に怒られる。
I
後で
think he'd
陸
be
軍
even
が保
more
証
mad
して
if
や
there
る。
was like a killer in the cellar. You'll have the military reimburse him later. How? What will the military do? I'm gonna give him like 10 saw swords. That would be a good reimbursement, not gonna lie. I want a saw sword. This one's ridiculously cool. What a convenient title he held. Oh, it's gone completely. Wow. Hanazawa grabbed the edge of the hole he cut out and opened the door without hesitating. What? I couldn't see the bottom. It was pitch black. Because there's no lights down there, idiot. A cold air chilled my feet. What the heck is that? What is that? Looks like popcorn, not gonna lie. Maybe I'm just hungry. When I lowered the lamp into the darkness, it illuminated part of a path that continued on into the unknown. I raised my head again and looked around the bookstore. The world hadn't changed. The scene spreading before me was unbelievable enough to give me that sort of doubt, though.
防空壕か。
A bomb
しかし何の
shelter.
ために。
Kosei is gonna bomb you guys. Watch out.
そっとしておこうか。
Oh, he's going back already? What a
なぜ
coward.
だこの下に人がいると
Did they
思わ
even
ん。
look for like more than 5 seconds?
だが人が登ってこられる高さじゃない。
Excuses, excuses. There were no stairs either. If I went down there, I probably wouldn't be able to climb back out. Good. Good. You guys could like piggyback each other up.
ならば椅子を下ろせばいい。
Lower a chair down. A chair would fit, but like, what? Is there even any chairs here? I saw no chairs in this whole entire building. Of course, they conveniently have one. Like, Hanazawa conveniently has a saw sword. This game makes no sense. It wouldn't be like this if Professor was here. Save me, Professor. Without getting an okay, Hanazawa lowered a stool into the basement. Then, he readily jumped down into the darkness, which was... Crap, I dropped something, sorry. Which was at least 10 feet deep.
おい花沢勝手すぎ
It's
る
just
ぞ
10 feet? That's... You could just, like... Just piggyback each other up. Get on his shoulders. That'd cover the 10 feet, right? Unless every character was ridiculously short.
お前も来い。
Tamamori, my 4'5" king. You come too. Yes, Hanazawa, trap him down here.
え
Trap him. Yes. Hanazawa had taken the lamp. When I looked around, the shop had become excessively eerie. Just go to sleep already. As soon as I hesitantly lowered my legs, Hanazawa reached out from below with both hands.
足乗せるぞ
Are you serious? Hold on to my feet. Who says that? God.
あ、
Tamamori has been freaky for this whole video. Like, give it a rest, dude. Like, oh, come stay with me. Oh, come hold my feet. Come tell me bedtime stories. Like, stop. Tamamori is slowly becoming the worst character of this game. Like, I thought Kaose would, like, hold that title for, like, until the end of time, but Tamamori is just a terrible person. My hand slipped, and I was swallowed up by the hole. Yes! He's dead! The protagonist can finally change! Hanazawa easily caught me in his arms. Ugh. Are you serious? He caught you in his arms? Oh my god, dude. Stop this madness. And gently set me down like I was a baby. Why? I'm getting so much psychological damage from this. Can the scene end already? Hanazawa, get out of the store,
し
please.
かしなんだ、ここは。
A bomb shelter, you idiot. You just said that. I looked up, but I knew there was no way my hands could reach. Get trapped down there, please. It was so high, I would have to jump from the top of the stool to actually reach the hole. I couldn't believe I willingly set foot into a place like this.
この店はいつか
Well,
ら来てい
Hanazawa
る
grabbed your legs, so it's not like you willingly stepped down here.
さあ聞いたこともな
Wow,
い
you should have asked.
でもこんなの
You're
た
just
だの
missing
家に
out
は
on
あ
a
りえ
vital
ない
piece
よ
of
な
information. There's no way this was just a home. It's a bookstore, idiot! It's not a home. The air was damp. I knew I could never say it out loud. There was also a familiar stench. Yeah, because you never clean your room. Of course it's familiar.
よーし帰ろう花沢
この異臭はどこから来るのだろう。
手だから
Coming
勝
from
手に進むんだ
Tamamori.
よ
No wonder it's so familiar to him. It's him. Hanazawa was the one in charge of the lamp. If I didn't follow him, I would be left alone in the darkness. Please just leave him alone so you could just get rid of this unnecessary homosexual tension that's killing me. It's worse than how he was with me and Akami. Like, jeez. I thought that couldn't even happen. When I reluctantly started to follow, a glare on my face, he suddenly stopped and touched the wall.
見ろ、玉森。これは人が爪で引っか
And
いた
not an
跡だ。
animal or something? Huh? I lifted my chin, narrowed my eyes, and hesitantly looked at Hanazawa's fingertip. Why are you looking at his fingers now? First you talk about feet, and now you're just... There were scratch marks carved into the stone wall. I saw that this was no laughing matter after all. I'm finding this hilarious, actually.
花沢
I hope you guys are trapped down here
頼む
indefinitely.
引き返してくれ
怖いなら一人で帰っていいぞ。
Wow.
だからランプだけは返してほし
Give
い
the lamp back, because Tamamori is just a little baby. Surprisingly, he handed the lamp to me without a fight. Hanazawa pulled out a rod the length of his palm and turned it on. A rod? Where did he get that? Did he place it with his saw sword? When he did, the tip flickered, then illuminated the darkness far ahead. It was like a sword made of light. Of course he has a sword made of light now! First it was the saw sword that conveniently cut through the locked cellar door. Now he has a light sword for some reason. And he just took a lamp down there for no reason!
携帯ランプと言ってな。
A portable
こ
lamp.
れも友人の発明だ。
Wow, your friend is obsessed with unconventional swords that serve no purpose in the real world, except for
物
extremely...
好きな天才もいたものだ。
Extremely... Where was I going with that? Extremely... I can't think of the word. Specific. I think that's it. Extremely... Okay, just... I'm moving on. I can't correct that. I'm moving
それじゃあ
on.
な。
I'll introduce you to him one day. And he's gonna have like the same hair color, same face shape as every other character.
一人でも
Just
いた
watch
ら
it. Just watch. I grabbed his sleeve.
ああ、こんな時に言うのもあれかもしれないが、お前、結構勝手なところあるぞ。
You're the selfish one here. You
年
kicked
上だ
out
から
poor
仕方ないかもしれな
professor,
いけど、
and now you're just
4年
getting
学
it
校に行
on
った
with
時もそうだ。
Hanazawa. Like,
私たち
double
に何の相談
standards
もな
much.
く。
なんだいきなり。
Yeah, what is this? I
私
hope
に嫌なと
Hanazawa
こ
has
ろ
like
があれば
a
直す。
sword, like a
だからお
Tamamori
願いだ。
killing sword
戻ろう。
in his... where does he even carry these swords? Does he have abnormally large pockets? If there's anything you don't like about me, I'll fix it. What? This guy is desperate for him. Jesus. Even I knew I was talking about something totally off topic. Yeah, we all know, dude. We all know you're crazy about this random guy we hardly even know. Can we get Professor back in here already? But it stopped Hanazawa, so any reason was fine.
花沢、頼む。
Dude, stop begging. God, I want to kill
お前を
Tamamori.
にしたのはお前だぞ、玉森。
Too bad they're in a bomb shelter, because I would have, like, dropped, like, a nuke on them by now. If I was a Hashihime character. I'd team up with Kawase and just kill everyone. Oh my god, can these fruitcakes stop? Where's the killing part of this story? When he saw my troubled face, Hanazawa suddenly smiled. Just kill me. This is so unbearable. He hid it immediately, but I had a feeling he was enjoying this. Stop! This is so cringy.
今だから
Get out of the dark, cramped cellar.
お
I
前
got
の
it.
書く
If
物
they
語が
kiss,
好きだった
I'm literally quitting the game. I'm ending this video early. I can't take this anymore. I can't take it anymore. Love the stories you wrote. Back then, Hanazawa never said a word when he listened to my stories. He would just cross his arms and quietly listen to Kawase's insults. You just let him insult you like that? Wow. Wow, Hanazawa. Not cool. Only Minakami would smile and say, I thought it was interesting.
俺も水上と
You
同
think
じ感想だ
everything
っ
is
た。
interesting, dude?
俺が陸軍科学研究所なぞ怪しいところに流れ着いたのも
Well,
全部お前の責任だ。
the mystery of military science research. When has he ever written about that?
私？
聞かせてくれただろう。
What? I don't think military stuff has to do with I don't think military stuff has anything to do with like Phantom in the Basement-esque stories. Hey everyone, I finished a new story. Hey, enough already. Kawase is like the realest character, TBH. It's about the strongest weapon ever thought up, the Seiyaburiyama bomber. Why is he writing about bombs? Seiyaburiyama, our neighborhood. It's a battle weapon put together by military intelligence. I think it's great. What is that voice I gave him? Are you stupid, Minakami? It's dumb. You think so too, right, Hanazawa? I'm not Hanazawa, but I think it's very dumb. He does not care.
背炙り山いいと思う。
Of course you're saying that now. When
いいよな。
Tamamori is... Oh, Tamamori is just on his hands and knees for you, just begging for, like, your attention. The entirety of this see Buriyama was plated in silver. It would drop bombs, reflecting the sunlight as it melted into the sky. But now, it was just a child's fantasy. Of course, there's no way an aircraft that heavy could fly.
陸軍の教育は退屈だった。剣術も砲術も何もかも。
What?
玉森がいれば。
He would not make it better. He just complained the whole time about how his stories are like way better than the real military guns and stuff.
そんな時に今の友人に出会ったんだ。
じゃあその人に誘われて陸軍科学研究所の第三課
Oh,
地
they're
学的
talking
事
about
項
this
研究に
stupid
携わっ
long
ている
name
のか。
academy again.
本当に覚えが早いな。
高なる単語には強いのだ。で勝手に
Yeah,
先
we
に
could
行くな。
Keep on going ahead. Ditch him.
背炙山は敵地に着く前に自
Why are
戒
we
する。
still talking about this? Just give it up.
確か
Please.
そんな最後だったよな。
ああ、
自戒の知らせを聞いた4人の研究者たちはやはりと心でうなずきつつも
What are
悔し
they
がるふりをした。
waffling about?
奇跡を信じた研究者たちの愚かな話だ。
Well, I believed in a miracle with this
自戒
story.
に至ったのは
Why is
研
it
究者たち
getting
の
bad
せいだ。
now?
当時の俺は思
I
っ
do
た。
not need this unnecessary yaoi pandering.
え、
Of course it's the researchers' fault it's self-destructed. They made it that
お前
way.
に知識がなかったからだ。
Huh. Wow, you're just calling him stupid? Hanazawa is
それ
suddenly...
が背炙山
a
が
good
退化した
character
本
now.
当の原因だ。
It's a fictional weapon. Stop talking about it and investigate the cellar. Can like the giant come up and just
確かに
start
あの
stabbing
頃の
them
私
already?
に飛行機の知識はなかった。今もあるとは思えない。
Enough about these
だがそれ
airplanes.
とこれに何の意味が。
This is like when Tamamori had that extremely long conversation with Kawase in that cafe about some like books and like localization changes. That was so boring. Honestly, like my least favorite part of the game. And now this takes the cake as well. When is this story gonna get good again? Parts 3 and 4 were really good. And now it's just what even is going on?
あの時お前に足りなかったのは知識だ。
What?
そして今のお前の物語には
Okay, so he's
恐怖が足り
stupid
ない。
and cowardly. He hadn't even read it, and yet he was spot
ここ
on.
で恐怖を体験すれば川瀬も喜ぶ物語が書
That
ける
seems
んじゃ
like
ない
an
か。
impossible task. Kawase is just a prime
川瀬
hater.
から聞いたのか。
Even if like, Tamamori wrote like The Great Gatsby or something, Kawase would just burn it and be like, why is that stupid civilian so gay for that fancy rich guy? That's what Kawase would say about The Great Gatsby. I call it. He'd probably throw a slur in there too. At the moment, I was certainly feeling fear. The stench. Dude, it's coming from you. When was the last time you've taken a shower? The nail marks, the chill, the darkness. Isn't there like a lamp in this guy's stupid sword light? How is it dark? Wasn't there someone watching us from the gloom where the light didn't reach? It's Kawase.
私も行く。
Let's go. I'm coming too.
何かあれば俺が叩き切る。
Slicing it with
安心しろ。
what? Your saw sword? They aren't gonna be made out of wood, dude. When I gave him a helpless smile, Hanazawa smiled at me again. I couldn't understand how he was enjoying this situation. Even if he did see the monster, Hanazawa probably wouldn't back down. Well, he isn't a coward like you. Top 10 insults of 2014. Maybe I really did plant the seed of curiosity in Hanazawa long ago. Stop gassing yourself up like that. Your stories stink. Even so, that simple interpretation was basically just passing the blame to me. He'd been adventurous since way back, totally uninhibited. I cannot do this today. No one could ever imagine it from the way he looked, but he was an adventurer. I was probably the only one who knew that. He's in the army, of course he's gonna be like adventurous, like a little bit at least. Hanazawa suddenly stopped in his tracks. After turning two corners, I saw a door ahead, but the stench was growing stronger. Even the darkness seemed to be getting deeper. What stench? Is Minakami's dead body down there? Oh my god. It may have been an enticing fragrance for flies or any other insect that likes strong smells. Yeah, it's an enticing fragrance for Kawase. But to me, it was like a signal of some unseen danger. No one needed to tell me that going any farther was strictly forbidden.
残念、何もなかったな。
There's literally something right there!
行くぞ。
Is he stupid?
残念だな。本当に残念だ。引き返すしかあるまい。
Wow, dude. We have no choice but to turn back. Hanazawa stepped forward anyway. I used my whole body to block him. You blocking him like Kawase blocked that door? Wow. The Tamamori Kawase parallels are unmatched here.
地下室を
Like
探せ
they're
と言ったの
truly
は
just
お前だ。
both terrible people. They just bring out the worst in each other. Yeah, you're the... Oh yeah, tell him.
まさかこんなに
Tell him,
なっているとは
Hanazawa.
知らなかったのだ。
How did you think it'd turn out?
十分。私は恐怖した。だからもう。
You deserve this, actually, for kicking Professor out into the rain and killing that poor goldfish. Suddenly, I heard something behind me. Is it the killer? Hanazawa stared beyond me, his expression unchanging. Wasn't this situation way too familiar? What did he mean by that? Hesitantly, I turned around. Is this story finally gonna get... God, what is that? Oh my god, that actually scared me. A white no mask floated out from the abyss beyond the open door. If this is gonna be a jump scare, I'm gonna cry. I am not good with jump scares at all. It's like the worst form of horror. The fear was difficult to describe. Please don't jump scare me. Please. Please. That's all I'm asking. It had a freakish shape, as if it had been born from the darkness. That is so... Why did I play this game at night? He turned his white face and suddenly sank into the black. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. Oh my god.
まさ
If he jumps out,
かないよな。
I can't take it anymore. Hanazawa switched the portable lamp to his other hand and pushed me to the side. Oh my god. Finally, they cut out the gay tension and started focusing on the horror part of the story. Like, I'm all for it, but please don't jump scare me. Please. Please don't jump scare me. Please, 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 please. Still silent, I ended up grabbing his waist and fell to my... What?! Dude, I just said they cut the unnecessary gay... No, just what?! My god, I hate this guy. I want him dead. There's literally someone down there. He's just grabbing his waist.
やめてくれ。今のはきっと私の幻覚だ。
But didn't Hanazawa see it too?
俺にも見えたぞ。
Wow.
じゃあ、二人しておかしくなったのか
You're
もしれ
just
ん。
realizing that? There was no way it was human. It had the freakish shape of an ogre.
例えばの話をしよう。今の偉業が心優しき
It
者だ
likes
として
flowers and children.
お花が大好き
It likes baking pies and hanging out with his
一応
friends.
花よと繊細な乙女だったとしよう。
Wow, he's describing Professor right now. What if the ogre's actually Professor? He's getting revenge on him for kicking him out of the Umbachido.
いるわけないよな。
He's just a man wearing a mask. Has this guy never seen a mask before?
直感を大事にしよう。
なら、お前は何を感じ取った？
Since
にゃ
fear from it, like, why is this guy laughing now? Yeah. I thought it was going to kill us. I didn't think we could fight it. Instead of saying that, I tightly held on to... Oh my god, stop! Stop! Stop doing that! Just stop!
頼むよ、花沢は。
Guys, I support the gays, I swear. I support them. I love gay people. I love them to death. But I just can't stand whatever they have going on here. My god, he has like, I will protect you vibes going on. He was an idiot. A real idiot. Didn't he get it? Didn't he sense it? There was no way a human could go up against a freak like that. But you talk with Kawase every day. Hanazawa finally kicked me off. He kicked you? Thank God. Then he ruffled my hair. Like he always used to do, and then jumped into the darkness. He's gonna get killed, and then we won't get any of these cringy scenes anymore. Thank God. Thank you for sacrificing yourself for the greater good. Either way, this was the end. Yes. That freak was haunting me. There was absolutely no way I would be able to escape this darkness. Maybe Hanazawa had also thought about that. I tightly gripped the lamp and ran after him. I thought you were.
こ
What
れっ
is that?
て本棚か？
Is this Aoni all over again? Oh my god. It's gonna jump out. Watch out, guys. There were numerous books and canned goods lined up on them. Among them were even cans that had already been opened. Proof that something had been living here.
まるで犬のような異形だな。ここ
A
はそんなと
dog-like
呼ぶ
creature?
ふさわしい。
What? Anyone can eat canned food?
夜な夜
Have you
な
never had like
夜な夜な地
canned
上に上
soup
がっては
before?
物を盗んで働いているのだ。違いない。
How would it come out if it's locked from the inside?
嫌に貧乏な異形
Or
だな。
maybe it's unlocked. Oh my god, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. Hanazawa noted calmly before suddenly stopping. He held the portable lamp in his mouth and pulled out his sword. My god, I don't want to see the white mask jump out at me. The white mask was peering at us from the end of the bookshelf. Seeing him for a second time, my fear had dwindled, but he tilted his head with the creak, staggered toward us, and straightened himself up. Ah! Dude, don't play with me like that! Don't play with me like that! Who said he was 6 feet tall? Oh my god, he's giant. Yeah, that is definitely a dog-like creature. Hanazawa is the smartest person I know. He was easily taller than Hanazawa. Standing there was giant, almost 7 feet tall. He should be on the Lakers! Get on the court! LeBron needs you! Hanazawa spat the portable lamp from his mouth. He spat it? He grasped his sword in both hands and pointed the tip at the monster. It's just a guy wearing a mask, dude! Surprised, the man instantly stopped moving. When I swung the lamp, the light reflecting off the sword became even more distorted. Perhaps afraid of that light, the man retreated little by little. Is he a Discord mod or what? Why is he afraid of light? Was he timid? I suddenly felt like smiling. That's when Hanazawa swung his sword down at an immense speed. I wasn't sure if we'd win or lose, but this wasn't a competition. In that moment, though, I saw certain defeat.
花沢
The monster's arm had struck Hanazawa's body faster than Hanazawa could strike his. He's dead! Yes! I don't know why I had this hatred for a guy who he only got introduced in the last part. He hit a bookshelf, the blow causing old, tattered books to rain down. The monster's arm slipped through the rain of books and grabbed Hanazawa's arm. He snatched the sword away from Hanazawa fast enough to break his fingers. Jeez, how strong is this guy? And then he sliced into him from the side. What? Ah, Jesus! It was a gruesome sight. Oh my god. Finally, the killing is happening. But jeez, I didn't think it'd be this soon. I thought there'd be like 50 more minutes of just weird tension. The left hand Hanazawa had put up to protect himself was cut off. Jesus! He stopped the sword with the palm of his right hand, which was now barely attached. Jesus Christ, dude! I thought this was supposed to be like a dating simulator. Why is everyone dying? That one strike, I felt no intelligence or emotion. You felt no intelligence? That's like every single day, dude. To the common soldier, that must have been the most frightening kind of attack. I'm sure that must have been the most frightening kind of attack to anyone. Like, if you got your hand sliced off, you'd be like, oh, well, that's an everyday occurrence. This guy is stupid. Before you try to flee, There's a moment you pray to live. Hanazawa's thoughts were literally cut off. Jesus.
花
And then he
そう
then he wakes up from this nightmare and everything's a-okay. Hanazawa's face rolled away? It stopped right next to the portable lamp, and his eyes closed as if it were too bright. Jesus! Ah, I need to save him. He's dead, you idiot. That freak, the guy you called a freak, killed him. I must have heard your thoughts. But which should I protect, his body or his head? Dude, however, this lamp in my hand is pretty heavy. So I probably won't be able to take Hanazawa with me. What was that? As I let out a scream, I ran back the way we'd come. Now I knew why trains were so noisy. They were afraid of colliding with the real cars trailing behind them. I screamed as I ran. This is getting good now that the weird guy is dead. I'm sorry for insulting you, Hashihime. I was not familiar with your game. I was not. I found the stool, but when I leaped towards it, I ended up kicking it away. Run, dude! The freak is after you! The monster wasn't here yet. I hurriedly fixed the stool and somehow managed to grab on to the floor above. I slipped. You know! And slipped. Each time I fell, I didn't look back. Each time my legs went out, the floor above me was swallowed by the distant darkness. Go! Tamamori, go! I normally would not cheer, but oh my god, this is intense. Thinking this was the end, I somehow managed to grab the floor above with my outstretched hand. I grasped it as hard as I could with the tips of my fingers and desperately climbed up. Couldn't the guy just... He's tall enough to, like, grab onto the floor without the stool and just get out anyways. He was seen, like, out of the cellar, right? So he could just easily get back up. Unless he just, like, runs out of the store. That would be the smart thing to do, but Tamamori just said he lost all of his intelligence, so he's gonna die. He's gonna die right now. I'm calling it. I took the handle of the lamp out of my mouth and took violent gasps of air with my entire body. There wasn't time to rest. I needed to cover it up. Just ask where that stupid idiot took the stuff. Where was I even going with that? Just ask where Hanazawa put the thing when he cut it off with that stupid saw sword. And then when I turned around, ah! Dude. Stop. Stop. The monster was climbing up the stool. He was looking right up at me. Why didn't you kick the stool away, you idiot? What was this? What was this nightmare? With both arms, I pushed the shelf and used all my strength to drop the books to the floor. I kicked them onto the door to block it and piled even more books on top of that. How is the boss sleeping through all of this? I heard the rumbling sound of an impact. The books on the door flew up, and a pale hand slowly exposed a face. The monster was pushing away the mountain of books. What the heck was that noise? I rushed out of Umbachido, kicking off the ground more violently than the rain. This is getting good! Thank God they got rid of the unnecessary gay tension. That was my only complaint. Coming after me even more vigorously was the sound of the monster's footsteps.
Tamamori-kun, lampを捨てなさい。
Is Frogman here too? Please, please, please.
この暗闇に乗じるのだ。
He can't see in the darkness. Is this hallucination stupid? I was definitely the only one carrying around a light in the middle of the night. Has no one heard of street lights? What is this, the 1500s? I was like a firefly with his... Wow. Why would you say such vulgar language, Tamamori? With its butt lit up, giving away my location. I threw the lamp away, breaking it. Ah, I can't see. You should have thought of that sooner! I can't see ahead of me. I finally removed my Your fake glasses?! Your fake glasses?! Does he just wear glasses just to look smart? Oh my god, this guy's even more pathetic than I thought. Just wore fake glasses to get off that artsy author vibe. and ran through the darkness that hadn't changed with my now slightly extended field of vision. What is going on? When I turned the corner, I suddenly ran into someone. Professor?
助けてください。今おかしな
Who
男
is that?
に。
What? Oh my god! How could you run into him? Or is that a different man in the no mask? Oh. Oh. The lightning illuminated none other than the silhouette of that man. Still on my arse, I was no longer able to move. Rip. Rip Tamamori. He had a good life, I guess. Now he gets to join his goldfish. I'm sure that would be a wonderful reunion. Actually, he killed like a lot of goldfish, so he gets to reunite with all 50 of them.
悲しい
That voice sounds familiar. Kawase!
死ぬのは
Of course, is dying sad? Why is he asking me that? Wait, the story's cooking?
言いましたよね。
Is this story gonna cook? Shapeless idea of a phantom is walking around on its own.
これもやっぱり私の幻想なんじゃ。
I don't think a hallucination would just kill a guy in cold blood. In that case, I should just pray for him to disappear. You're gonna die, dude! Once I did, the man would turn to dust and vanish, and everything would come to a peaceful end. Something's gonna end alright, and it's not that guy, but he wasn't disappearing. He wasn't disappearing.
この男は幻想ではない。
Wow, thanks for confirming
な
that.
んとかしてください。
How is a hallucination gonna do anything? He really
オラ
did
が
lose
従
all
え
of
られ
his
るのは
intelligence.
幻想だけだ。
こんな現実あってたまるか。
Wow. My wandering hand happened to pick up an empty bottle. The lightning illuminated me as I lifted a large Calpsy bottle. I aimed for that monster's face and threw it as hard as I could. The mask cracked with a sound like a flower blooming. Is that Kawase? Oh my god. Is that Kawase? Did I actually call it? Pieces of the mask pierced the muddy ground. Instead of picking it up, the man hit his face with both hands. I wasn't sure what had happened. I missed any vital spots, and yet the man was stumbling back, clearly in distress. His breathing was extremely erratic.
逃げなさい、玉森君。
Yeah, run, dude!
逃げなさい。
It would be really funny if that was Kawase, because how did he suddenly grow like 2 feet? Haruhiko-san's voice suddenly brought me to my senses. I quickly dashed past the monster. The sound of thunder. Feel the thunder. Lightning and the thunder. Getting even louder. The rain and wind blew even more fiercely through Jimbocho. And because of that, I wanted to cry even more. Just cry already. No one's here anymore. Nothing made sense. Mitakemi was dead. Hanazawa was also dead. Wow, you didn't even mention your poor goldfish. Mitakemi is dead. Hanazawa was dead. Kawase is gay. Everything's not making sense. I am the most hilarious person alive. Would I be able to escape? Even if morning came, wouldn't he come marching for me every night? What a terrible story. I was going to be killed by a man who looked exactly like the phantom I had created.
終わりだ。
Owarida?
俺はもう
Your dream.
夢
Yeah. Why? Why? Why?
私ばかりが
Suddenly, my foot got caught in a deep puddle. The cold water filled the bottom of my shoe and instantly swallowed up my ankle. I tripped and fell. And then... Fell in your first puddle? What kind of achievement is that? I was suddenly on the streetcar. What? My arms were crossed and my legs spread apart as I tried to project a tough guy look, as usual. You are not fooling anyone. But what just happened? Wasn't he about to get killed? No, wait. I mean, I was sitting there full of confidence. You are not fooling anyone, buddy. Hadn't I just been dashing through the rain? I was unusually calm about that. Instead, I was unexpectedly annoyed. I was the only passenger. What? Minakami? Or so I thought. But Minakami was beside me. Save us, Minakami. Dude, this story is getting so good. You probably heard me, but like always, he was absorbed in a book. My frustration increased, and I naturally began to fidget. Minakami seems to be ignoring me for the 100th time.
おいみなかみ
Wow, I wonder why he would
どうした？
ignore you. I wonder why.
どうしたもこうしたもない何を読んでい
You're
るのだ
asking him that instead of like, how are you alive? Why are you here? What's going on?
ドグラマグラだ。夢の旧作の最新刊だよ。
ずいぶんやらしい表紙だな
Obscene cover.
至って純粋な怪奇小説だよ。
お前もやっぱり
What？
ワイダンが好きなのか
Who
っ
asked
てだか
that?
らこれはワイダンじゃな
Are
い。
you sure about that, dude?
そう恥じらうな
What？
お前は男だからな
うん。まあいっか。
Oh, this is a dream. This wasn't just a dream. It was as though someone were turning the pages of my memories of the past and reading them back to me. At the moment, I was pretending to be calm while feeling a bit jealous of this Kayusaku Yumeno.
なあみなかみ
What?
私がワイダンを書いたら喜んでくれるか
Huh? 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 This dude almost got killed by a giant freak, and now he's asking if me and Kim like it if he wrote. Oh my god, what is this game doing? I'm literally crying.
近頃卑猥な作
Stop
品が人気あるとい
talking
う
about
お前
that,
もそうして読んでいるようにな
dude. I can't take this
Demo.
anymore.
体験もないのに書けるのか？
Wow.
He just roasted you into
周りに流
oblivion.
される必要はないよ。お前は書きたいものを書けばいい。
だから飽きやしないかお前
How
が
can you write it
私の
without
物
any
語に
experience? This Minakami is ruthless.
そんなことないよ。俺は
Wow,
ずっ
he's
と
his number
お前
one
の一番の
fan.
読み手でい
I
る。
wish I had a number one fan. That would be awesome.
玉森の原稿を読むことが生きがいだからな。
Well, too bad you're dead
そう
right
何
now.
度も言ってるだろ。
Liar.
今度近くの怪人を川瀬に見せるらしいな。あいつもきっと楽しんでくれるよ。
Oh,
ほっと。
wait, this is like
俺も楽しみ
before
にしているからな。
everything
Honestly.
happened. What? He was like just showing Kawase the Phantom in the basement at the beginning of the story, so this is like his memories from before everything that happened. So he didn't meet Professor yet. No, you liar.
ああ、雨が止んだ。よかったよかった。俺のてるてる坊主が
One. One? What does that mean? What does that one mean? Oh crap, I did not mean to do that. It's not a Hassle Vista video if I do not accidentally pull up the vlog. Rain fell in drops from the gray sky. Cold rain fell into my right eye, and the sharp pain jerked me awake. What a terrible dream. These feelings, all of them, all of this, everything was his fault. Whose fault? God, can you take all of Tamamori's pain and give it to Kawase? Rain? People? Rail tracks? Morning? That is not the morning. One by one, I noted every strange thing I saw. Yeah, what's strange is that you look at that cloudy gray sky and think it's morning. When I glanced around, I saw that people were looking at me with their eyes wide. What's going on? Anyone would have been fine, but the moment I tried to ask... What? The streetcar was blowing its horn right behind me. It's gonna hit you! Scrambled up and escaped this one problem. I clutched my beating chest. When I turned around, the conductor was glaring at me with a face full of rage. He should have just hit him, TBH. When he saw the children on the side of the street, though, he smiled cheerfully and waved at them. Kids were fascinated by the streetcar. So an exchange like this was like a parade for them. I had unintentionally ended up catching a glimpse of the conductor's humanity. What is going on in this game? Jesus! So much stuff happened in like an hour? How long has it been? Probably like an hour, I think. I need to like end the video soon, but this is getting so good! Oh my god. I fell to the side of the road as a few cars honked at me. Get out of the road, you bozo! I looked up at the dim, rainy sky in a daze. But what exactly had happened here? I was being chased by the phantom. Stop calling him a phantom! I liked when he called him like a freak because that's what he looked like, a freak. My foot had gotten stuck in the mud. I must have passed out until daybreak.
玉森さん、
Frogman, let's
やっ
go!
ぱり行きましょうよ。
Yeah, sure, the police
Oh.
will surely fix
そうだ
that. Hanazawa had been murdered. Jesus! I did not need to see that again. His head was cut off in one strike, and he died without any last words. My hands shook, and my entire body tensed.
だ
Dang, all
か
of his
ら
friends
立
are
ってくだ
dying one
さい。
after another.
玉森さん。
あ
Yeah, get out of the street, dude. That's what I said. But my legs weren't working, and I couldn't stand. Just then, with perfect timing, a police officer passed in front of me. He looked down at me as if I were a lowly creature, then cast me from his sights with a scoff. Wow! I felt like running away too, but I wrapped my arms around my knees and buried my head between them. Is this guy still in the
どうして
street?
呼び止めなかったんですか。言っちゃいましたよ。
Because he treated him like a
だ
piece of
だっ
garbage.
てあの目
信じてもらえないと思ったのかね。
Oh, that's deep. The story's kind of complex. Even though the frogman and I were petrified, Haruhiko-san went on in an awfully calm voice.
まずはあそこに
Back
戻ってみた
there?
らどうだろ
You don't mean the cellar,
それは
right?
自動にですか。
Dude, he's
う。
definitely
君
gonna
自身
die
の
if he
確
goes
信を
back.
持ちなさい。店主の安否も心配ではないね。
Oh yeah, he just left the shopkeeper there.
天使もそうですね
He's
心配
dead. He's totally dead. When had dawn come? To find out, I probably have to go back there. Exclamation point. When I tried to get up, the ground trembled beneath my feet. For a brief moment, a large earthquake shook the town. Signboards shook. People were shaken. Thank goodness I wasn't going crazy. You are going crazy, dude. Just take a look at yourself. The earthquake seemed to be a disaster everyone could see. On my way back to the shop, I saw a large Kelpsy bottle by the side of the road.
これって怪人の顔にパコッとやったやつですよ、ね。
Hello, Frogman. I missed you. Wait. Why are his eyes black? Weren't they like blue? I swear to God, his eyes were blue. His eyes were blue. I'm not crazy, guys. I don't want to look it up because I don't want to see any spoilers, but his eyes, they're different. I swear. Weren't they blue? Sure did look like it. The label was tattered, but that sweet smell was definitely Calpsy. This saved me last night. It instantly felt familiar in my hand, and my vision sharpened. This was the only weapon I had to drive him away. Does he have like color-changing glasses when he like puts them on, his eyes become blue or something? I reached Umbachido and timidly opened one of the doors. There didn't seem to be anyone there. I called out to the shopkeeper from the half-open door.
はい。
He's alive! Yay! He responded in his usual way. I hesitated, but the frogman pushed me on the back, and I slowly opened the door. I was gonna see his face for the first time? Oh my goodness. It'd be alright. I had this huge Calpsy bottle in my hand. Now my teeth were clenched, and even my steps were full of determination. What is this, Undertale? However, nothing in the shop looked any different from the day before. In fact, the old books that should have been scattered around were back in their places. Most importantly, the door Hanazawa had damaged was back to normal. Didn't he cut it with the stupid saw sword? If I see Hanazawa again, it's on sight. It's on sight. I hate his stupid swords. I'll say it again. It was back to normal.
近づいてみなさい。
Get
そんなこ
closer.
としなく
It's
ても
already gonna
わかり
so
ま
I'm
す
gonna
よ
just push him in. Even if I don't, I
理
get
解
it.
を伴っているようには見
I
えない
don't get it. How is Tamamori gonna get it? I acknowledged what was in front of me, but like Haruhiko-san said, I still couldn't understand it. I slowly approached the door. I grabbed the small handle and pulled. But the door didn't budge. I only ended up making the handle jiggle.
この扉を直す
Why are his
のは
eyes black?
店主ですか
What the heck happened? What is this? Who is this imposter Tamamori? Were you the one who fixed the door, boss?
扉何のことだい
We still don't get to see the shopkeeper's face. Wow. He's just gonna have the same hair, same facial features anyway. I felt like being bitter and telling him that if he had time to fix a door like this, he should have at least put a lock on the front door to Umbashido. Dude, you literally almost died. Now is not the time to be salty. But the shopkeeper didn't seem to know anything, so I finally stopped pulling at the door. I just quietly brought my hands together in prayer instead. This guy is off his rocker. Hanazawa. I recited his name in my heart over and over again. After reminiscing for a while, I buried the door under all the books I could, just in case.
玉森さん、やっぱりおまわりさんのところへ行きましょ
But like, did he like
ま
go
あ
back in time or
そ
something?
うだな
Oh my
そう
god, he's literally
行かな
taking
ければ
after Kawase. He's becoming him. Oh my god. I cannot get used to those eyes. Just staring into my soul. I just, like, sure his blue eyes were scary, but that's what made him Tamamori. This is just not him. This is some random guy named Tom. Yeah, that's Tom. I'd bring an officer here. I go to the police. I confirm Hanazawa's death. Kawase would most likely be the one to identify his corpse. Why him? He blamed me. He blamed me to no end. This probably make him lose it completely. He'd be so mad. Oh my god. I didn't want to see him like that. You see him like that every day. He's always kind of insane. My eyes were dry. Instead of closing them, I covered them with my hands and slowly sank to the
な
floor.
んで私ばかりこんな目に
My god, this guy is going through it.
店主ただいま戻りました
Question mark. What? The voice of a young man suddenly echoed through the shop. What? Moreover, it was my voice, huh? Wasn't it? When I looked from through the gaps between the bookshelves, I saw me standing there. He crudely shook the beads of water off his umbrella and tossed it against the wall. What is going on? My god, this is getting so good. I'd hate to stop the video now, but oh my god, this is... Why wouldn't the shopkeeper be suspicious? Even, like, I cannot talk right now. I'm speechless. There's so much thoughts running through my head, but I cannot formulate them into words. Like, oh my god, this game is so peak. I was losing hope when all Tamamori did was just flirt with Hanazawa. But now, this is masterclass. This is so beautiful and meaningful. Bravo, Hashihime. Bravo. Even the shopkeeper responded like he usually did. Then, without noticing me at all, I hurriedly went up the stairs. No, I should say I crouched down so he wouldn't notice me.
う。どうなってるんでしょう。
わからん
Did they like get knocked back into the past? What? What was that just now? Why was there a me with the same face as me? It's your evil twin, Tom. I crawled out from the shadow of the bookshelves and stuck my head outside. When I did, water splashed down.
くっそ
Just where had I seen this scene before? Suddenly, a man stopped in front of me. Minakami! He's alive! A red umbrella. Sleepy eyes. You mean closed eyes? A heavy-looking cloth bundle in his right hand. He was looking up and didn't seem to notice me down by his feet. I crawled back behind the bookshelves and stared at his face from between the gaps.
みなかみさんですよね。
Oh my god, he's back. Yes, it was Minakami. No doubt about it. But how? A small sigh came from his gaping mouth.
相変わらず雑だな。
I forgot that's what his voice sounded like. It's so much deeper than I was
みな
remembering.
かみちょうどよかったな私も今帰ったところだ
Oh my god, Tom. Tom. Minakami seemed to be having a conversation with the guy on the second floor. You mean your evil twin?
ちょうどよかった。
またお前の言う通り雨が降ったぞおかげでほとんど濡れずに済んだ
I'm getting deja vu from this.
そうか。
どう
Even
し
Minakami seems to
な
be
んだか元
confused.
気がないない
や、金魚。
Oh my god, not this again. Not this.
金魚屋の親父だってそうしてたぞ
No.
でも、
Not
かわい
this
そうだ。
stupid scene again. Stop that,
なん
Tom.
だ 私に文句があるのか？
Yeah, we both do.
文句というか金魚飼育の助言というか。
金魚屋の親父がこれでいいと言ったからそうしたまでだ。
It's okay to just pick up your
売り
goldfish.
物の金魚もいっぱい死んでただろ
ああ。なんでだろう
Gee,
な
you。wonder.
どうした？今日はやけに気が立ってるな。まるで川瀬みたいな。
You're being a tyrant like I was saying. Okay, yeah, this is literally just stuff from the part 1 video. Oh my god. Minakami twirled his umbrella. He neatly shook the water droplets off it and slowly came into the shop. Hmm? I gasped and turned around. Did he notice him? When I turned back, he had already headed farther into the shop. He hadn't seemed to notice me.
なんで？どうして？
Even Frogman's confused. Bless his heart. Before long, the man that looked like me came downstairs. He sat at the counter and lazily rested his chin in his hand. What is Tom doing? Minakami, in his Minakami way, slid book after book onto the bookshelf behind me. How did he not notice him yet? Right when I was afraid one of his hands was going to touch me. Yeah, I'd be afraid too. The other man started to fume lethargically.
適当でいいのだ、みなかみ。ここは目的があってくる場所じゃない。適当に眺め、適当に手に取る。それが梅鉢堂の面白さだ。
そういう
Yeah,
こと
this
だ
is
ったのか。
literally stuff we already went
ヨシオ
through.
の隣にルイコが
No wonder
並
I'm
んでい
getting
るのを見てか
deja
ら
vu from all
こ
of
の
this.
店はおかしいと思っていたが。
Sorted by popularity, isn't it? That's what he's gonna say next. I'm calling it. Minakami nodded in understanding as he continued to return the books to the shelf, his hands moving as if he were tracing
だ
constellations.
からお前な。
なあ玉森、今気がついたんだが、やはり無意味なんてことはないよ。
Sorted on
いろ
popularity.
はにほへっと。
Oh my god, is it not? Am I just wrong and
例えばルイ
stupid?
コの
I knew it!
の社会の隣には
I'm
ヨシオ
not
の
stupid
花
after
物語
all!
が並んでる。本
This
の
is a
題名
big
順
day
に
for
並べられ
me.
ているんだ。
This huge day for me.
それを適当というのだ。
Wow, don't rain on his parade, Tom. Annoyed, the man stood up. Tamamori, I leave these to you. After flaring up at Minakami for whatever reason, he seems to be persuaded to take some books. The man came closer. I slowly lay down and covered my mouth, so not even my breath could escape. But, well, why did I have to hide? I switched from a strange sense of panic to anger. Anger? Whenever I was feeling impulsive and not thinking straight, it was usually an invitation for something not so great to happen. So, I trusted my instincts and continued to cover my mouth. Despite that, the frog man between my legs was trying to look past the bookshelf. I had to somehow manage to keep him still. He's a hallucination, dude. No one is gonna
結
notice.
局、3日間で何冊読んだんだ？
20冊は借りたかな。
20 books in the past 3 days? This guy is a lunatic.
20冊って。
How can he read them all with his eyes closed? I hadn't even read that many books this year.
新作は入れたか？
Wow, like Tom, like Tamamori.
1ヶ月前から何も変わっていないぞ。
Wow. What a terrible bookstore
So-
Tom runs.
残念そうだなって。まさかここにある本全部読破したのか？
I think I'm gonna stop the video soon because it's been well over past an hour.
おそらく。
And I think I'll wait
も
for
う
the
ピ
scene
ンと
to
くる題
end.
名はないから。
And then I'll stop it. We had 4,000 books. This was a conversation I'd had before. You're just now realizing that. I was like reciting the whole thing in my head. And during that conversation, I should have been standing in the same place as that guy. Ah, geez, I don't understand any of this.
玉森さん、玉森さん、出て行って怒鳴り散らして
What?
そうよ。
What kind of idea is
何
that?
になる？バレたら殺される。
You'll be killed. These guys both have wild imaginations. That's just how it was. What? You just come out and really get shot. Minakami should have been dead. For some reason, there were two of me. These men were definitely somebodies meant to take our place. What? They found out I was alive. Huh? Huh? Why is he peeking out? What? Who's
奥さんから
they?
招待券をいただ
What
いた
is
んだ。
going
ご婦
on?
人方は怪奇映画に興味がないそうだ。
そりゃそうだ。女子供にはわからんよ。
What the heck?
けど
Why did he turn pink
お
though?
前が忙しいんじゃな。
行かない理由がない。
No reason not to go.
Shut up, Tom. These guys are following the same lines from 3 days ago. Dang it, all of that was 3 days ago? How does he not remember that conversation? It was like not even a week ago. They must have been meticulously observing us so they could replace us. What is this guy waffling about? In other words, this man wasn't Minakami.
そんな口頭無形
That's what I'm saying.
だったらこの事態を何とする？何と受け入れればいい？
Interpret it with like facts and logic instead of zany craziness. The frogman tilted his head as he turned to dust and disappeared. No, frogman, come back! I straightened out my bowed legs and pulled all 4 limbs in towards my chest.
もう行くのか？
テートに古い友人が来ているんだ。これから会いに行ってくる。
Minakami's name turned into a question mark too. This guy really is skeptical.
私の知り合いか？
No.
Oh,
You know like
yeah.
3 people, come on.
どうだろう。
どうだろうってお前。
I was like, Tamamori should like follow this guy and see who he's really meeting up with. Faking a smile, the man left Umbashido.
勉強も頑張れよ。
Who are
田舎に
these
残し
people?
たばあさんのためにもな。
Not this stuff
So-
again. That has nothing to do with this. That's what I was saying. At last, I had no choice but to believe this aberrancy.
玉森くん、ちょっと散歩してくるよ。
Bro is going out for a stroll.
ああ、はい。
店番お願いします。
I heard the back door open. His footsteps and muffled coughs melted into the sound of the rain. The shopkeeper was still the shopkeeper. He didn't seem to find anything wrong or out of the ordinary about me or the other me speaking to him. Feeling a little jealous. Jealous? That is the one emotion you feel during all of this. Not even fear or confusion. This guy's always jealous over the most meaningless things. With Minakami gone, I sat there with a tremendously bored look on my face. He suddenly stood, feather duster in hand, and of all things, he began to clean up the shop. Tamamori would never do that. What was with this guy? Normally, I would never clean. Why? I think that's a you problem. Usually, I'd say something lazy like, dust covering old books gives them value they never had. What kind of logic is that? We need to kill Tamamori. I frantically turned around and clenched my teeth in annoyance. Ooh, did he notice him? He suddenly stopped moving right behind me. I hesitantly glanced to the side. He was leaning against the bookshelf, just like me. He slowly sank down to the floor. Did he... What? I can relax, I guess. Aren't you on the floor? I thought. But then he noisily stood up and ran the short distance to the register as fast as he could. Huh? Ink, a pen, then brand new manuscript pages. He pulled all of those out of the drawer, then landed on the floor and began to scribble out his writing. Oh, is he hallucinating again? I peeked out from the bookshelves and coldly looked down at his eccentric behavior. Anyways, it looks like this was my chance. Now would be the only time I could get past him. Full of confidence, I ran out from the bookshelves and went out into the world beyond the front door. I'm gonna stop after like this story thing. Because yeah, it's been long enough, and I don't want this to trail on and on. I was starting to piece things together little by little. Someone seemed to have laid out some grand scheme for me. Even if I had asked the fake me, I doubted he would answer. What is even going on? I jumped onto the streetcar that was passing by just then and headed to the usual cafe. Okay, can I stop here or... Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop here. Ah, not the lady again. Okay, yeah, guys, I'm gonna stop here for today. Thank you guys so much for watching, as always. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. Or, like, that's what the popular YouTubers say, so I'm just copying that. Anyways, bye, guys. See y'all in part 6 of the Hashihime playthrough series. It's been fun.